Hey guys, I am back. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and watching my video. I've been away for a week. Um, I think I did Savings Challenge Sunday on Sunday, but I didn't get to the Mini Mania. And I did not do any Big Brother videos this week. It was a crazy week at work. I'm sorry, I'm charging my little robots here, so you may hear them. It was a crazy week at work, and then I ended up breaking a tooth, having to have oral surgery and caps on teeth. And oh my gosh, y'all, I completely drained my savings, but I'm thankful that I had it. It was there. I was able to go in and get the dental work done right away and not have to be embarrassed and in pain for a couple weeks until I got paid. So it was really nice to have that money, to be able to move the money out of savings and put it in my account and be able to go and just get the dental work done. It broke my heart because that means that a lot of my savings challenges, especially my savings challenge games, and a couple of my sinking funds had to be just completely wiped out totally again. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working on printing them over again, the ones that were not laminated, and I'm just going to start fresh. I did not completely wipe out my son's car account. I managed to keep that money separate, but the majority of my other money is just gone. And, it had to happen. It had to be done. And I'm thankful that I had the money to do it. So, with that said, starting this week, I am starting fresh. Um, I was really excited that I did not have to take all the money out of my mini savings challenges. So, that will be able to stay. And I managed to shift around and look at money and manage to not take all the money out of my square off game. So there's one game that I have that's going to um stay going, but everything else is going to be cleaned out and started over, and my minis will stay. I'll be able to keep on track with that. I had not put any money into my Big Brother challenge, so I am going to just continue the way that I was going with this. And when I get my paycheck this week, I will pull the money out, the cash out, and put it in this envelope as cash towards this savings challenge. So, even though I was not recording, y'all, I've been watching the Big Brother live feeds and listening to the podcast. And I like to listen to the guys over at Rob Has a Podcast. Rob Sesternino was a contestant on Survivor, and when he got I think he was actually the winner of his season. But anyway, when he got off, he started this podcasting group, and they look at all kinds of reality shows and give their opinions and the recaps and all that. So I like to listen in the morning to Taron Armstrong and his recaps of the live feeds. And let me tell you, Taron never sleeps. He watches the live feeds all the time. But y'all, the live feeds have been more exciting than the actual show this year. I was so disappointed in the show because there was so much that happened, even around the what's his name going out this week. I can't even remember names right now. The only name that I'm remembering is Sari. But even around that, there was so much that led up to that they didn't show. But then certain things, like on the show, you're not seeing Izzy and how Izzy is contributing to a lot of the problems in the house. You're not seeing Cameron and his creepy treatment of Riley and his attempts to kind of control her, and so there are some weird things happening. But I'm telling you, they will keep you on edge. But they're not showing this in the house. Like, so let me get into my savings challenge, and then as I go down, I'll talk about it. So on the show, of course, I knew adding someone says expect the unexpected. I knew that that would at least give me that $1 every time that came on. So I did give myself $1 for Julie saying it. She said it on Wednesday and she said it on Thursday as they were going off the air. And I'm sorry, the live feeds were down because I think that they were.
For me, every day I'm thinking about what it means to be walking around as a brown.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the live feeds back. They were down. We're kind of waiting because I think that, oh no, they're back up. So they're ahead right now, of course. And I think that the veto selection may have just happened. But they've had the HOH, they've had the nominations, and I think now we're kind of waiting today. The veto competition will probably happen. So, so it's the show is, the live feeds are so far ahead of what you see on the show, because I think tomorrow we will see the HOH. All right, so physical comp, we've had one. I don't even remember the competitions from this week. Y'all, I was under anesthesia, and I know I watched Big Brother, but I don't remember what I saw. So I can't tell you about the competition. So far, there have been no fights. Even in the live feeds, there have been some tense moments. There's a lot of backstabbing going on, but nothing's blown up. No one has fought. Tears, yes, there have been tears, y'all. Poor Izzy. Izzy's a mess. Izzy is a mess. I love her. I love watching her. She stirs things up and then she bawls about it. But I love her. Like, if Cirie doesn't win, I want Izzy to win. I love Izzy. Back door. Okay, so there's not a back door so far. Nothing has happened, but there's one setting up, and fingers crossed that it actually works. I'm not going to do any spoilers there. A woman HOH. Riley was our first HOH, so I gave myself $3 for Riley. I went ahead and colored that one in because I'm not going to add any more to the Superfan. And then I'm not going to add any more for comp because I'm not quite sure what happened this week. So I could probably go back and watch, but the live feeds have been so interesting that I haven't even gone back to watch anything. An alliance is formed. So far, I have counted 3 alliances, but people work together. There was this whole onion thing that tried to form, and with the 3 people in the middle and the 5 on the outside, and then they tried to get the 8, and then everything fell apart. So I didn't count that as an alliance because they never actually pulled it together. But that that threesome in the middle seems to be holding themselves together. So I counted them as an alliance, just that 3 of Jag, Blue, and Riley. And then you have the Bye Bye Bitches and now the Professors. So I counted those as alliances. Bromance. I don't even see a bromance forming. I don't see any of the guys who are that close to each other at this point that a bromance could form. I mean, if there's anything that could be close to a bromance, it might be between Red and Hisam. I'm still getting the names right. I think that's right. Red and Hisam, maybe, but the winners, I'll skip that. Showmance. some interesting things have kind of happened in the showmance category. So Jared has got this little threesome thing kind of going here, and we'll see if this makes it on the show. But keep an eye on him. He's got some coals in the fire, and that's been really interesting. So right now there's not an official showmance, even though Cameron told Riley, and I know this won't make it onto the show, so I don't feel like it's a spoiler, but during Riley's HOH, Cameron told Riley that the whole house thought that she was in a showmance, and Riley went and freaked out about it because she wasn't in a showmance with anybody, and Cameron just made that up. So no showmances so far. I'm still waiting because the rumors are that there may be an 18th house guest. So I'm not going to color this in just yet. But if we don't get an 18th house guest this week, I'll go ahead and count Cirie as a veteran and save the $5 for that one. And no game was played in the dark. Okay, so in my $10 category, an alliance blows up. Y'all, I hope that the production gets better and shows it on TV, because these alliances are going, the house is kind of divided between the older people and the younger people, and and there are a few people kind of walking the middle, and when this blows, it's gonna be good. So I'm really hoping that they show it. It'll be on the live feeds, but I hope they show it as it happens on the show. And I'll skip woman winner. Backdoor busted. I think that this time around, unless there's a twist, there's a possibility of a backdoor, but we'll see what happens with the veto. The HOH wins the veto. That did not happen this week. Riley was the HOH, and oh wait, I don't even know where we are. I don't know if I can tell you who won the veto. Riley was the first HOH. Oh yeah, Riley was the HOH, and then Hisam won the veto and kept nominations the same, and so then Kirsten went out of the house. We haven't gotten to the point for a battle back. Not there. Someone goes from the block to HOH. Looking at the people who are on the block, I'm not going to say who's on the block right now, but this is a possibility for this to actually happen this week, with someone going from the block to HOH. Wall yellers. This was an interesting thing that happened this week. It wasn't really a wall yeller, but they were in the yard, and all of a sudden everybody starts looking over to the side, and then the cameras go down. So I don't know what happened, if there was something with production. Usually the podcasts or the, social media will go kind of crazy about wall yellers. I don't think it was a wall yeller, but I don't know. So Zingbot hasn't come on. And then a house guest leaves. I am counting Luke. And Luke leaving, he was evicted. He was ejected from the game because he used some very inappropriate language, and so I'm counting that. He didn't self-eject, but he did get ejected from the game without being nominated and evicted. So I'm counting that. So with that said, last week I had $21, and because I did not tally it up as I was watching the show this week, I went ahead and counted everything. So for this week, it is $44 total. So this is 1 plus 2. So that's the first time, and the first week and the second week. Total is $44. So when I pull money out of my account, I will put $44 in here. But actually, by the time before I get paid, we will have Sunday's show, and I will make a video and come on and add Sundays. So I'll make another video tomorrow. Well, that is it. One video without edits. I'm just going to try to go straight through and just upload this and not edit anything. So I want to thank you for stopping by, for sticking with my channel. I know I was gone a week, but I am back. I am excited about Big Brother. I'm excited to be feeling better. Even though this was the first week of school for teachers, I am energized. I'm feeling really good and excited. Our kids come for Meet the Teacher Night on Monday, and then school starts Wednesday. So I know I'm going to be zonked this week, but I am going to try to make a Big Brother video on Wednesday. If I'm too tired to make it on Wednesday, I'll do one for Wednesday and Thursday on Thursday night. So it should be a good one tomorrow. So I will be back on tomorrow night to make a video for Big Brother. I will not have a Savings Challenge Sunday video because I am not at a place where I can pull money from the sky. You know, I'm not just going to make it up and play the games when there's not the money going into my bank account to back that up. So until I am able to get paid and budget money and actually put it in the account, I'm not going to just play the games for the sake of making a video. But I will be back to do Big Brother. So until tomorrow, I will see you all tomorrow. Stay cool. Here in Texas, it promises to be, oh my gosh, it's 12:28 and it's already 98 degrees. So it promises to be another hot one here in Central Texas. We are on, I think our weatherman said 51 consecutive days of over 100 heat. So we're on a roll. So with that said, thanks again for dropping in. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.